sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium, watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson flush to his right. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play there on the keeper.
Geez, I mean, what more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but, you know, if you wanted proof of his straight line speed, look no further.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from the 20. And the Ravens have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them at the end zone for the two-point play.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 31, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Rodgers now on first down. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Touchdown! It's complete. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Crosby connects on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things in.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Well, CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. second and goal. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And now the Ravens, they're just a two-point conversion away from tying this up. They'll try and throw for it. He'll buy some time right. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for two to tie the game, and it works out. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed two-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On first down, Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 41, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run it.
And that's caught at the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. To throw is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb there to make the grab. And the Packers have moved out in front. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Flush to his right. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the... And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Well, Devontae Adams, he's a great volume receiver. Here, he's able to do some pretty nifty work after the catch. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now...
There he goes, right side. The 20. And in for the Ravens touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
At his top speed, according to Next Gen Stats, well, really, it's ridiculous, impossible, whatever you want to call it, 22.6 miles per hour. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He hits Adams complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Rodgers will throw for it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come out on third down. Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now it's Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. After the sack on first down, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll roll him out right. Open man Watkins, touchdown Baltimore. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Rodgers now on first down. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To try again after the sack. Jackson on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. On 3rd down, Jackson. Going deep here for Watkins. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And some room to roam now. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones there to make the grab. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Flush to his right. Oh, it gets loose right side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he's caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Complete at the 1. Touchdown! Sammy Watkins, 34 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson flushed out right. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this
this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw, Rodgers. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And the Packers add on to their lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Throwing is Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Steps away to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And he gets this one down to the 24.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Throwing, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
One last shot for Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Well, an
Interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.